we are going to delve into a country that has been in the spotlight over the past year, Ukraine, a nation entrenched in war. However, we won't focus on that topic. Instead, we will discuss an issue that has affected many Ukrainian men, a Cold War that it is seldom mentioned, a second war that is emotionally impacting Ukrainian soldiers more than the conflict with Russia, to the extent that a Ukrainian therapist confirms that 7 out of 10 patients attending his sessions are grappling with the same problem. Before showing you the therapist's video, I want to provide some context. In the early days of the war, the Ukrainian government prohibited all men from leaving the country to join the fight, except for women and children. This led many men to attempt to relocate their partners and children to a safer and better country while they stayed behind, risking their lives for their family. After more than 200,000 soldiers, including the wounded and the fallen, the therapist shares this with us.
Regarding women who left the country at the beginning of the war in Ukraine, I would like to expand on this topic a little bit more. You see, in the last 6 months, I have had approximately 1,000 consultations, and 70% of my clients are precisely men who, as normal, decent, and worthy men, took their wives, children, and girlfriends abroad at the beginning of the war to a safe place, and then they either took up arms and went to defend their country or stayed in Ukraine. So 7 out of 10 Ukrainian women ditched their men, broke up with their husbands, and found themselves new men, Poles, Spanish, Germans. They have destroyed their families and ruined their relationships. And I don't know, it's a tragedy of our time. What is happening with this world? What's wrong with our woman?
This is not a new phenomenon. It's something that has happened and will continue to happen. In the Middle Ages, husbands, before going to war, used chastity belts on their wives to prevent them from engaging in relations with other men. I don't mean to justify it. I'm emphasizing that a woman leaving with another man due to loneliness has been common since medieval time. Now, I would like to show you the reaction of a man on a dating podcast upon learning that one of the girls is Ukrainian and her husband is at war while she is in Miami. I must note that I don't endorse the language he uses with her, but I do endorse the message, to be honest.
This is way too... Zerka, she's actually married. Her husband's back in Ukraine. She's married.
What the fuck are you? You're a fucking demon. It's the Antichrist. You're on a dating podcast while that is avoiding shells. He's fucking running and ducking. And could you imagine the war zone? He's like, do I got good reception to see what's happening on Fresh and Fit? What the You're here being a and he's getting his head blown off. You're being a
I will actually show you for him.
You think he's happy that you're here?
Yo, Bills.
You think what is he? Is this Neo from the Matrix? He's dodging bullets. You think he's happy you're on a podcast?
Okay, before you came here, it was like the talk we don't.
Even before, they're asking you how many guys. Imagine your husband is. Your husband is watching a man say how many people. While he's dying.
Are you sure?
You're worse than Hitler. You're literally worse than Hitler. At least he liked animals.